There comes a moment in every woman's life, usually somewhere after 50, when we realize that our feet have stories to tell. The shoes that once carried us through decades of work, love, and family suddenly feel a bit too tight, a bit too high, a bit too cruel. But comfort shouldn't come at the cost of beauty. Why settle for orthopedic when you can have elegance and ease walking hand in hand? This is not just about shoes. It's about standing tall with grace, stepping confidently through each new chapter and saying, I still deserve to feel fabulous. Because a well-chosen pair of shoes can do more than protect your feet. It can lift your spirit, lengthen your posture, and anchor your whole outfit with silent strength. In this video, we'll walk you through 4 shoe styles that don't make you choose between beauty and comfort. Each one is selected with care for mature women who still want to feel radiant with every step. Style 1. The elegant low-block heel. Stability meets sophistication. Let's be honest. High heels used to be a declaration of power, femininity, and allure. But after 50, many women start questioning why beauty should come at the cost of aching feet and strained backs. Enter the hero of balance and beauty, the low-block heel. It's not just a compromise, it's a revelation. The low-block heel is a style that says, I know who I am. It's about grounded elegance, no wobbly ankles, no tiptoeing through pain. These heels give you that subtle elevation without sacrificing support. They elongate the leg ever so slightly, giving you better posture and poise, while still letting you walk all day without thinking about every step. You might remember the first time you wore stilettos, the rush of confidence, the click-clack of power, but over time, that power can morph into pressure. On the knees, the toes, the lower back. That's where the block heel shines. It doesn't try to impress through discomfort. Instead, it invites admiration through quiet elegance. What makes a great low-block heel? First, the heel height. Ideally, between 1 to 2 inches, enough to lift but not to throw off your balance. Second, the heel's thickness. A broader base means better weight distribution, which reduces fatigue and increases stability. And third, the arch support. Mature feet crave structure. Look for cushioned soles, ergonomic footbeds, and quality materials that mold to your unique stride. Low-block heels come in endless varieties. Slingbacks with a classic touch, closed-toe pumps for a polished office look, or strappy sandals for brunch on a sunny patio. They're incredibly versatile, moving effortlessly from jeans to dresses, casual to formal. What's more, they complement the style of mature women in ways most shoes can't. Their lines are clean, their silhouette is timeless, and they whisper refinement instead of shouting for attention. You don't have to prove anything with your footwear anymore. Now you wear shoes that honor your journey, not erase it, and let's not ignore how they make you feel. Putting on a pair of low-block heels often has a ripple effect. Suddenly, your shoulders relax, your back straightens, your smile widens. You feel taller, not just physically but emotionally, like you're stepping into a space where beauty and wisdom coexist naturally. Many women assume that aging means downgrading their wardrobe, but low-block heels defy that myth. They are proof that style can evolve, not disappear. They show that you can prioritize comfort while still dressing with intention. If you've been avoiding heels altogether, try reintroducing them with a low-block version. Start with neutral tones, soft beige, muted gray, or classic black. These colors go with everything and add a touch of polish without stealing the spotlight. As your confidence grows, experiment with textures like suede or patent leather, and even add a pop of color like wine red or deep emerald to make a subtle statement. And remember, comfort is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And it should never be a trade-off for looking put together. Low-block heels are the gentle reminder that you can have both. You can be graceful and grounded, chic and sensible, sophisticated without being stiff. This style is for the woman who walks into a room and doesn't need to announce herself because her presence speaks volumes. A woman who doesn't chase trends but refines them to suit her life. A woman who knows that real elegance begins where discomfort ends, so the next time you're reaching for shoes that feel like a compromise, pause. Reach for the pair that feels like a quiet celebration of who you've become. Step into a low-block heel. Step into your strength. Style 2. The Luxe Slip-On Sneaker. Casual comfort with a polished twist. In a world that often expects older women to quietly fade into neutrals and beige orthopedics, there is something unexpectedly bold about a well-designed slip-on sneaker. It says, "I'm still moving, and I'm doing it on my own terms." Gone are the days when sneakers were reserved solely for workouts or grocery runs. The new generation of slip-on sneakers is rewriting the rules. With sleek silhouettes, elevated materials, and ergonomic insoles, they blend comfort with modern sophistication, and they're changing the way women over 50 walk through the world. For women juggling full days, whether that's volunteering, managing a small business, attending social meetups, or simply savoring retirement, these shoes offer the perfect union of style and ease. You slip them on in seconds, yet they make you look effortlessly put together. No laces, no fuss, no bending down, just slide and go. The key here is intentional design. Unlike clunky athletic sneakers or shapeless walking shoes, Luxe slip-on sneakers are built with structure. They hug the foot gently without squeezing. They provide arch support that respects your anatomy. They cradle your heel and allow your toes to spread naturally. The experience is less about fashion versus comfort and more about both finally joining hands. And let's talk style. These shoes aren't shouting with logos or glitter. Instead, they lean into textures: soft leather, matte finishes, woven knit uppers, even subtle metallics. You might find them in shades like soft blush, charcoal gray, navy, or ivory. These tones play beautifully with denim, linen trousers, casual dresses, or even an oversized blazer. This versatility makes them your go-to, whether you're meeting a friend for brunch or heading to the weekend market. Many women over 50 struggle with foot issues that weren't a concern at 30. Plantar fasciitis, bunions, or just general fatigue. Slip-on sneakers that prioritize foot health without looking orthopedic are a blessing. They're like secret agents of comfort. You appear fashionable and sharp, but inside, you feel like you're walking on clouds. There's also a mental freedom that comes with them. You don't have to think twice. No mental debate in front of the mirror. No worries about heels catching on cobblestone or arch pain halfway through the day. You simply feel capable, ready to take on errands, travel, or even a spontaneous walk in the park, and that freedom feeds your confidence. And here's something truly powerful. Wearing sneakers doesn't mean dressing down. In fact, pairing a crisp white sneaker with a well-fitted black pant or a flowy midi skirt creates a chic balance of comfort and elegance. It shows you've evolved beyond the chase for trends. You're now dressing in harmony with your life. If you're new to the slip-on sneaker world, start with something minimalist: a clean line, a supportive insole, and breathable material. From there, explore details, maybe a side zipper for flair, or a subtle platform sole that adds a little height without the strain. Also, don't forget the joy of ease. When you're traveling through airports, exploring museums, or even chasing after grandkids, these shoes won't slow you down. In fact, they'll make you forget about your feet entirely until someone compliments your impeccable taste. The Luxe slip-on sneaker represents something bigger than a footwear choice. It's a quiet rebellion against the idea that aging means slowing down or letting go of style. It says, "I'm still moving forward. I'm still evolving." Not in loud neon statements, but in calm, collected comfort that carries you beautifully from place to place. So whether you're 55, 65, or 75, know this: you deserve shoes that don't just fit your feet, they fit your pace, your mindset, and your spirit. And a good pair of slip-on sneakers might just be the most liberating fashion choice you make this year. Style 3. The elegant low-heeled loafer. Power and poise in every step. For many women, shoes have long been a symbol of either compromise or sacrifice. Either you choose the heels that look powerful but torture your feet by midday, or you settle for orthopedic comfort that lacks personality, leaving you feeling invisible. But what if there was a middle ground, where beauty met comfort and confidence didn't come with a price tag of sore toes? Enter the low-heeled loafer, the unsung hero of elegant, grounded style for women over 50. Loafers are not new, but their quiet reinvention in recent years is nothing short of a style revolution. Once confined to corporate uniforms and stiff leather, loafers have now emerged with softer silhouettes, supportive soles, and subtle details that whisper rather than shout. Especially the low-heeled version, with its minimal elevation, typically 1 to 2 inches, offers just enough lift to enhance posture and poise without sacrificing the ability to walk, move, and live fully. Think of it this way. Each step in a low-heeled loafer is a statement, a quiet one perhaps, but a powerful one nonetheless. It says, I know who I am. I've lived, I've learned, and now I walk in my own rhythm. What makes these loafers so ideal for mature women is not just how they look, but how they feel. A good pair will cradle the arch, cushion the heel, and give toes the space to breathe. No more pinching at the ball of your foot. No more wobbly moments. No more bracing for impact with every step on a hard floor. Instead, you move with grace and assurance, whether you're leading a meeting, walking through an airport, or strolling to your favorite cafe. In terms of styling, the loafer is an absolute chameleon. It adapts to you, not the other way around. Wear it with tailored trousers and a silk blouse for a clean, classic look. Slip it on with a pleated midi skirt and lightweight sweater, and suddenly you have French-inspired, effortless chic. Even with straight-leg jeans and a blazer, a loafer can elevate the entire ensemble without a hint of trying too hard. Color and texture also play an important role. While many women opt for classic black or taupe for versatility, there's joy to be found in stepping just a little outside the box. A pair of patent navy loafers can bring subtle shine. A soft blush suede pair can add femininity. A rich burgundy with a gold buckle? Instant statement without the flash. And for women who want a hint of structure but don't want to appear rigid or dated, loafers are the ultimate balance. Their clean lines suggest order and confidence, but the soft materials and thoughtful construction allow for comfort and fluidity. They don't bind you, they liberate you. Another beautiful quality of loafers is that they age as gracefully as the women who wear them. With proper care, a good pair will last for years, molding to your feet, carrying memories in each polished surface and softened crease. They aren't disposable. They're enduring, just like your wisdom, your strength, and your evolving style. Loafers also tell a story about transition. Perhaps once you chased high heels, loved the click of stilettos echoing in a hallway. But now you've found power in groundedness. Now, your shoes don't need to lift you off the ground to make you feel strong. They simply need to support you exactly where you are. The elegant low-heeled loafer is a reflection of that quiet maturity. It's a shoe that doesn't demand attention, but always earns respect. When you walk into a room wearing it, people don't just see your outfit, they sense your presence. So, whether you're heading to a gallery opening, catching a train to visit your grandchildren, or simply walking your dog through the park with a fresh cup of coffee in hand, these shoes walk with you. They belong to your lifestyle, not just your wardrobe. And perhaps that's the most empowering style of all, one that supports your steps without stealing the spotlight. Because you, after all, are the story, not the shoes. The loafers, they're just there to remind you that elegance can be found in every grounded, graceful stride. Style 4. Stretch knit slip-ons. Freedom that feels like a hug. Imagine starting your day without wincing as you slide your feet into stiff leather shoes. No tugging, no pinching, no breaking in. Just a soft, stretchy embrace that molds around your foot like a gentle glove. That's the magic of stretch knit slip-on shoes, a game-changing style that's bringing freedom, comfort, and understated beauty to women over 50. At first glance, these shoes might not shout style icon. They're subtle, sleek, often minimalist in design. But the secret is in the details. Details only a woman who values ease and elegance can appreciate. The knit fabric is breathable and forgiving, allowing your foot to move naturally, even if you deal with bunions, swelling, or sensitivity. They hug without squeezing, flex without resistance, and support without suffocating. Many of us reach a stage where we ask ourselves, why am I still putting up with discomfort for the sake of appearances? And the truth is, we don't have to. Slip-on sneakers and flats made from stretch materials prove that practicality and style are no longer enemies. In fact, they can live in perfect harmony right under your toes. These shoes are perfect for a lifestyle that's constantly shifting between errands, strolls in the park, a casual lunch with friends, or even a weekend getaway. They slide on in seconds, making them ideal for women who want simplicity without sacrificing polish. No more fumbling with buckles or laces. Just slip them on and go. One of the most compelling things about stretch knit slip-ons is their ability to adapt. Unlike rigid shoes that demand your foot fit a mold, these shoes conform to your unique shape, whether your feet swell throughout the day or you wear orthotics. The stretch material moves with you, not against you. And let's not ignore the fashion side. Modern designs have elevated these humble shoes into chic staples. You'll find versions in soft pastels, charcoal gray, ivory, and even metallic finishes like rose gold or pewter. Some have subtle embellishments, tiny bows, contrasting soles, or scalloped edges. They're not showy, but they don't have to be. They radiate quiet elegance, the kind that whispers, I care for myself, I dress with intention, and I move through life with ease. Another hidden benefit? They're incredibly lightweight. Many women don't realize how much fatigue heavy shoes can add, especially after a long day. But slip into a stretch knit pair and you'll feel like you're walking on air. That lift isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's the realization that comfort doesn't have to be earned through age. It can be chosen, joyfully and unapologetically. There's also a sense of self-care in choosing shoes like this. It's a quiet rebellion against the decades we spent enduring blisters, pushing through pain, and squeezing into shoes that never really fit. Stretch knit slip-ons say, I deserve better. I deserve to move freely and beautifully. For women who live in warmer climates or who prioritize breathability, these shoes are a dream. The knit material allows for airflow, preventing the overheating and odor that can come from closed shoes. Some designs even feature removable insoles that can be washed, an added bonus for keeping things fresh and practical. Perhaps most importantly, these shoes honor the rhythms of a woman's life over 50. They understand that beauty isn't always found in stilettos or sparkles. Sometimes, it's in the way a shoe bends with you as you dance in the kitchen, or the way your heel feels cradled as you walk through a museum, lost in thought, or the way you can wear them for hours without a second thought, because they just work. Stretch knit slip-ons are more than shoes. They're a symbol of comfort reclaimed, of movement respected, of elegance that adapts. And they offer an invitation. Step into a new stage of life where ease and beauty are no longer opposites, but soulmates. As we grow older, comfort becomes a priority. But that doesn't mean we leave beauty behind. In fact, it's in this stage of life that we finally learn. True style isn't about following every trend, but about choosing what serves you. Whether it's the effortless grace of ballet flats, the quiet power of loafers, the freedom of stretch-knit slip-ons, or the lifted elegance of platform sneakers, each shoe tells a story. A story of where you've been, what you've overcome, and how confidently you step into each day now. These styles don't just flatter your feet, they honor your journey. They walk with you, steady, stylish, and proud.